Welcome to Otaku Stroll, presented by Nerds and Beyond. I'm Katie.
I'm Lindsay, and today we've got a very special guest joining us.
I'm Jeff.
That's it.
Hey, Jeff. How you
That's
Hey,
it.
Jeff.
Hi, how are you?
Good,
So my
good.
name is Jeff. I go by OldTakuJedi, and thank you so much, ladies, for having me on your show.
Oh my God, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
pleasure.
We want to talk about all of this season because this season is fire.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's so
Yeah.
much to watch right now, and I think that the biggest one, the most important one to talk about, because I'm a little blown away so far. Jujutsu Kaisen season 3. What's up?
Uh, I would agree. As someone who I'm sure you ladies have read the whole
Yeah.
series,
Yep. Yep.
and if you haven't, yeah, okay. The story for me has always been kind of like meh, right? Like I
Hmm.
was never really like pulled in. But
Hmm.
goddamn, this animation and the way they're like explaining everything and like the way it just works, the visuals, the choreography, everything has just like exceeded expectation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I was like, not really. I mean, of course, I was looking forward to the season, but I was like, well, it's not it's so different than what the first two would have been. And I
Mm.
remember seeing the first episodes there when it came out in the theaters. And I was like, dude, if they continue with that level, they're gonna pull it off. And so far they are.
Yeah. No, I was worried because I know that reading the Culling Game and the manga, like I'm not gonna lie, I was bored because I was pretty much just like, all right, when's Megami gonna pop up? When's Yuta gonna pop up? All right, cool. Higuruma, yeah, sweet. But besides that, like I just wasn't feeling it. And they just put so much extra personality
Hmm.
into every scene animating it. Like it's just I don't it's crazy. It's so good.
They did like even when I think what was it like 2 or 3 episodes? No, 2 episodes ago where Yuji came to the colony and he got jumped by those people with their hair.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that was like nothing crazy in the manga, but somehow they took this thing and like made it so
Yeah.
intricately done. And of course, like the animation studio is fantastic. Like they do
Right.
an amazing job. I just didn't think that they were going to do this well because I agree with
Yeah.
you, right? Like it's the Culling Games. I don't care,
Hmm.
right? You just want to see stuff, and they have made it where uh, even though the explanations are still like very very intricate,
Yeah.
it's still managed to like pull me in and be like, okay, like
Mhm.
sweet, now I kind of understand what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And like even that one episode with Tengen that was literally all like
Well,
all exposition, and somehow they turned it into this like really cool concept of
Yep.
like an exciting PowerPoint, and I think that's pretty impressive.
Well, that's I think they're playing around with so many interesting like visuals and like the directing for this season is just they're making things that would have been like kind of whatever on the page now.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like I'm actually like
mhm.
anticipating like how is this scene gonna come across? Like I can't wait for Higuruma next week. Like
Yeah.
it
I thought it was this week and it's not.
I know. I was very sad.
Yeah, they took a break this week.
Yeah.
The one thing that I will say was so far the shining moment in this entire season for JJK has been Maki's episode
Oh my
Oh,
god.
for me.
well
Oh my
that's what
god.
I was
The
looking
Kill
most
Bill vibes that it gave. Oh, she ice skated on blood.
I know. I will say like I would have taken that broken into two episodes just to like I don't know, prolong it.
Yeah,
I feel like it was slightly rushed maybe. I know I was more maybe it's because I already knew it was coming on, but in terms of the Maki Mai interaction, that affected me more reading it than it did watching it. And I'm not sure
yeah.
if maybe because they jammed all that into one
Mm,
episode or because I was anticipating it, but that didn't hit as hard for me as reading it. But the fight scenes were just insane.
yeah.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
So good.
I am, although the director of the first half is not directing the second half
That makes me a
of
little
the
nervous.
season.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was just announced this past week that the director of Core 1 is not returning for Core 2.
Oh.
Guess we're
Yeah.
gonna see how
Let's
that
see what
pans out.
direction they take then.
Yeah.
So I mean, hopefully they, who I'm not sure who's taking over. Maybe somebody who's already on the production staff is gonna step up or what, but that will be interesting because this first half has been really highly acclaimed. It's successful, I think, just like we are, kind of to a surprise based on the source material. And yeah, there will be a new director for Core 2.
I mean, I hope that they take
Dang, that's
from at
crazy.
least inspiration from like
Yeah.
seeing what is working with
Mhm.
this season, because I mean, like, it's just like my love for the show feels so reinvigorated.
Yeah, I
right
would.
now.
Yeah.
I would agree with that because, again, like I loved season 1. I loved season 2. It was great.
Yeah.
And then around season 2 is when the series ended, and I was
Mhm.
just like in such a blah
Yeah.
mood for
Yes.
it because
Total,
the
Yeah.
story
total
just,
funk over it.
and I tell people all the time, like I'm like it's great, it's just not like it's not groundbreaking, right? And I
Yeah.
was me personally, I felt like I was
Yeah.
very let down at the end.
Oh yeah,
But
absolutely. Yeah,
um
100%.
Sorry, everyone who maybe
this
hasn't read it. So sorry.
but this
Vague
this
spoiler.
season, just like, yeah, just like you said, it really has invigorated my love for the show.
Yeah.
It's like rejuvenated my take. I look forward to Thursdays now. But crap, if they, I don't know, I really hope they keep going because it is very successful. It's doing incredible and it's putting
Mhm.
up numbers. Like everybody knows what it is, right? Like, and I feel like if they don't deliver in the second core the way they're delivering now, it's going to really, really hurt them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, the material doesn't get any more exciting here as it goes on.
What?
Maybe in season 4, but season 3 is still gonna be a slog, man.
Yeah, well, no, it'll be great.
It's gonna be great. I mean, they're doing great so far. So I mean, I
Yeah,
think that it'll continue to be great. And thank goodness, because I like loving that show again. Truly, I do.
Feels good.
Yeah.
same.
Missed it.
Yeah. I did miss it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, hey, let's talk about something new now. That took me by surprise, and I started watching it, Jeff, because you posted about it, and I was like, all right, because then
Huh.
I kept seeing other people talk about it. Sense to be a hero. Damn.
So what was it? That first episode was like, I think I said in the video, I was like, it's 58 minutes.
Yeah.
It's long.
This and this and this, right? But it's a very long episode. And my friend had just put me onto it. He sent me a message. He was like, dude, I don't know if you've seen this, but just watch it. I guarantee you'll like it. And I was like, okay. And immediately I was like, oh, this is an easy, like, I don't like these kind of things. The animation, the way like the story was told, the way the characters were just like immediately developed and how it all just like progressed. It did not feel like 58 minutes.
No.
It felt like a 22-minute episode and I was just like really pulled in for literally from start to finish because at the very end they tell you why things are the way that they are. And at the beginning you're completely confused. You have no idea what's going on. And then throughout the whole hour they establish what this world is like, what is happening, why things are the way that they are, and they just blew it out of the water for me. And then second episode, same thing. Third, like, and every episode has been good. Not as good as the first one, but I'm still very, very pulled in. And I do really like the animation. It gives that like old school 90s feel,
Yeah.
but like with the like fluidity that the current animation has.
Yeah, I like the animation that's used, like with the fighting and the magic. It's just the way that it looks.
Yeah.
I'm watching it dubbed, and I went in blind, so I was very excited. Like as soon as the dub started, and I was like, "Wait a minute, Todoroki for Xylo's voice actor." But I think the dub is great. I'm enjoying it a lot.
I dropped it.
What? Why?
I watched episode 1 and I didn't really like it. I don't like that trope. I don't like the goddess character. She's the most grating, thing in the world to me right now. And so then, I said, I'm going to try episode 2. I'm like, let me just, I want to like the show. Everybody likes it. And I made about 5 minutes and I said, I can't do this. I'm debating trying it again subtitled, and like, no, I'm not saying like voice actor performance in the English is bad, but I'm just wondering if maybe reading it will make it less. I don't know, but I didn't like her at all.
You might like the sub better.
I may try it as a sub because I really do like Xylo as a character, and I was not into the first episode at all until we got to his flashback, and then
Yes.
I
And that's at the
wanted
very
to
end.
I wanted to know so much more about that. And I think the problem is that that's the only part that I'm really interested in is that. And so I don't care at all about this goddess character, and I just don't. And I don't know. I don't want to learn about her. I may try it subbed, or I may try it again when I have nothing else to watch, but for now it went to my
So I only, and I'm not trying to be like an elitist or anything. I only watch things in sub, and it's not, just like you said, it's not saying anything about the English, where they put so much like of their heart into it, and they're ridiculously good. I've seen dubs, and some of them to me are incredible, and others I'm just kind of like, man. I haven't seen the dubbed for this. I watched it in sub. I can tell you that it is equally probably as a lot from her, but I agree with you. I feel like sometimes reading it you just don't notice so much.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping.
So yeah. Let's go with that then.
We'll say that for now, and maybe I'll give it another shot.
Yeah.
I really liked him as a character. I like this concept of this person being shoved into this hero role unwillingly. I really like that concept as a whole. So we'll see. But for now, there was too much else to
costume
watch.
wasn't so intricate, I would totally do him as a cosplay. Just like, but it's too much. There's so much.
You're gonna be sweating.
And, yeah,
it'd be hot.
I know.
WinterCon only.
Yeah, seriously.
Snowstorm. So what else we got?
Well, I know one that I and you were both highly ready and excited for is Frieren.
Yeah.
Frieren season 2. We love season 1.
I love Frieren.
And it's beautiful and amazing. And season 2's been a little slow, but not in a bad way. You haven't caught up yet, right? You're waiting.
So no, I just watched the first episode. I'm waiting for someone to catch up, so that we can watch it together. I love Frieren. I think it's one of those animes that it is a very slow burn. Like there's no question.
Yeah.
But the beauty of it is, and it's interesting because as I just said that it's a slow burn, it's because of time. Like everything has to do with time, right? And just like, despite everything that happens, you really need to appreciate the short moments of light that you get in your life. And she came to terms with that, like after she saw Himmel die.
Yeah.
And to see her growth from how she's just like, this is 80 years. That's like nothing. That's a blink of an eye for me, right? To her basically having a babysitter with Fern and like having Stark be there and her making this family of her own it was just so interesting. And I did watch the first episode of Frieren, and there was that, like, they were, what was it? Was it like a dragon or an owl or a bear? Something was in the cave.
Yeah.
Right? I don't remember what it was. But she said,
I know.
Yeah, she was like, well, Stark, you're gonna have to protect us. And it's weird because, like, how do you protect the two most powerful mages, right? Yeah. But she just like implicitly trusted him and was like, you got this, buddy, right?
Yeah.
And that's it was such an incredible thing, even just in that first episode to me, because you haven't spent that much time on it, but you learn how to value the people that are important in the time that you have with them. And that whole series to me is just so good. And if you're not watching it, you're pretty dumb. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, the animation is beautiful, and I like you appreciate that it is just a slower story. I always kind of compare it, like, I feel like it's Lord of the Rings in an anime form,
Yeah.
like, and it's got those the relationships are the most important weapon and tool that you have. And I love Fern, I love Frieren, I love Stark. Like, I just think that and I loved that, like, when I first watched, and then finished season 1, I love how they keep flashing back to her time with Himmel, that
Yeah.
is, it's not just like, "Oh, hey, she did this before," that they really correlate moments she had back then and she didn't understand them, and now then they flash forward and she's understanding what she was feeling back then now. And I just think that it's such a special story. Um, and question for you though, anime of the year, was it last year? Year before?
It was last year.
Yeah, who should have won?
It should have won.
It should have won.
I made a video about this, like, and I was
Yeah.
heated about it because
I know.
as much as like I have like all 13 volumes of Solo Leveling.
Oh, same.
I've read it. It is great. I'm not saying that it's not.
Yeah.
But people let it or made it win because they were on the coattails of season 2, and that's not what was getting nominated. What was getting nominated was season 1, but everyone only heard Solo Leveling,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Oh." And Frieren should have won. Frieren should have won because the story is just incredible. And I'm a story person. I love a good animation. I love a good
a good fight.
studio just coming up with an amazing idea. But if the story is not there, then it's not for me, right? And I'm not saying that the story in Solo Leveling isn't good, but it's literally the same thing. It's just some dude aura farming. He's not going to lose. He's going to win, and then he's going to get a new army.
Yeah.
And then like Frieren, you just didn't know what was happening. Like I went in blind. I never read it. I didn't know anything about it. And it's like you said, like you just gravitate to the characters. It's about the relationships. And it was so beautifully done. And I remember the person who I'm waiting for to catch up, I said, you should watch it. I just need you to know that until about like episode 6 or maybe no, like 5 or 6, it doesn't really like take off. It's very slow. But I promise you, once you get there, it's just like because I remember being like that. I think I started it late and I just watched all 5 episodes. And before I knew it, I was caught up and I was like, what? Wait, there's no more?
Yeah.
Because it's just, it's something you don't have to like really think about. You don't have to like pay too much attention, but you just get sucked in. And Solo Leveling didn't do that to me.
No, I mean, it's a great, like, Solo Leveling's great, but Frieren as a whole, I think
the thing is too is that like Solo Leveling is just very surface level. Like, it's cool.
Yeah.
I have a great time like reading it, watching it. Like yes, it's great, but it doesn't have the depth that Frieren does. Like there's so much heart to Frieren, and I also feel like, to me, every time that I put on an episode, I constantly feel very busy in my life whenever I'm doing something. Like, even if I sit down to catch up on a show, like, I'm like very aware of like, all right, I have this much time to watch something, and then I like, through my mind, I have like this to-do list. It doesn't matter the second that I hit play on an episode of Frieren, and I found it really with this season too. It forces me to just take a deep breath as soon as I hear the opening notes of the soundtrack, because the soundtrack is so calming, and I forget about like whatever noises in my head about like, you do this, and then the episode ends and I'm like, oh, like I just got so sucked in, and like that's what the show is for me.
Yeah.
So
it's funny that you say that it's like that Solo Leveling is surface level, because the lowest rated episode of Solo Leveling was the one where he was in the hospital with his mother.
I know. And I think that
should tell you everything that you need to know about like Solo Leveling.
I remember people on social media being like making fun of him like crying. And I was like, what? Like, I was like, oh, okay, like this is just a bunch of like idiot dude bros who are just like wanting to watch cool fights, and I'm like, that's just not what this is about. It's not to me.
And like that, you know what? I grew up on Dragon Ball Z. I loved seeing people beat the crap out of one another. Like, I get it. There is a time and a place for that. But to say that this is better than this mage going through her extensive life,
Yeah.
just seeing the people that she interacts with come and go and come and go, and then finally realizing like, oh, they're gonna die soon. Because to me, it's soon. I should probably enjoy it. It's like it's next level thinking.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
so good. If you're not watching it, you gotta watch it.
Now, one that does require a lot of thinking, at least on my part, Hell's Paradise.
Yeah. Oh God.
You need to pay so much
To
You-
lock in.
Do not look away for 1 second.
I had to rewatch season 1. So I watched the first episode of season 2 and I went, I don't know what's going on. So I had to rewatch all of season 1 before I could continue with, and thank God they're shorter seasons. I had to rewatch season 1 because I was like, I have no idea what's going on. Not a single idea. But watched it and now I am locked in. I think I'm one or two behind because I like the dub of that one. So I'm a little bit behind in terms of watching the episodes. But this season is great. I mean, season 1 was great. This season is amazing.
I need to like say right off the bat, because I love this show, but Mappa's favorite child is Gabi Maru's fire.
Yeah.
It's specifically
No question.
animating his flames. Like, just give me a whole episode of him just like kindling a fire. Like, it just looks so cool.
That is their baby.
Yeah. I was confused in the very first episode as well because I was like, what?
Yeah.
So I went on YouTube and I did one of those catch me up on everything from season 1. So I didn't, right? And I think there was like a 15-minute one. So I was like, sweet. I figured it all out again. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. Oh yeah, I remember this. It is still very, and maybe I'm just not that smart, but like, you're right. I watched it in sub. And stupidly on the very first episode, I was like, oh, you know what? I think I can do a workout while I do this. Because sometimes I work out and like I'll watch something and I'll be like, oh, whatever. There was no way. I was like, I can't do this. I had to sit down and I was like, all right.
No.
And they're like, well, this Tao and this Tao don't work. But it's not even that simple. It's always like, well, your Tao doesn't work with this Tao because of some molecular level that has to do with something. And he'll give you the science. And I'm like, okay, please slow down. And I have to go back and like, I'm actually debating on watching it dubbed so I can actually understand.
I think that helps.
The dub, honestly, it's a great dub.
It's a great dub.
I've gone back and forth because I wanted to catch up on the latest episodes. So I started the season dubbed and then I've watched the latest episodes subbed.
Very good.
But it's a good dub.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that you said that the first season was good because the first, I feel like they are very good. I don't want to say that they're not, but I feel like they're different animes.
Yeah.
Right? Like it gives us the feeling of like season 1 is like a completely different anime than season 2 because season 1 you're very much on the what the hell is going on, right?
Yeah.
And then you slowly start figuring things out. Like they start feeding you a little bit of lore, and then season 2, it's like a completely different thing because now you have lore, and they dump even more lore on you, and now they have to fight these like things that may or may not die based on like what kind of there's a lot, but man, it is so good.
And all the characters are different than when we met him in season 1. Everybody has evolved so significantly that nobody is the same character. So you're like, you have like characters with essentially a like whole new slate of abilities here in season 2. So it feels like a whole new show. And I mean, I know the last episode that I don't want to spoil anything too much, but the episode I left off on is when there's new arrivers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to find out how this screws everything up further, honestly.
Well, and it's weird because you start off the first season with like very much like the us and them of like, you know, all right, like, yes, you guys are prisoners, but now they're all working together, but now you've got everyone else coming in, and it's like, well, no, actually, we're working with them. Like, we are all trying to survive here, so I think it's gonna be an interesting dynamic going forward.
Yeah, the term us and them that you use is perfect because it was us versus them, and now it's still us versus them, but in a completely different way.
Yeah.
It's like us versus them versus them.
Yeah.
And
which is not that's brilliant.
The twists of that show have always blown me away.
Mm-hmm.
That's just one where I mean I could have never guessed. I can't ever anticipate what's going to happen in that show. I mean, the first time we saw like the creatures, I was like, that is not what I was expecting out of this show at all.
Yeah.
And then you meet the what are they? The Tensin, whatever, and then I was like, what?
Yeah, and just the way like they all change forms and like the different ways that they get their energy. Like
I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then and then you find out, between the rats in the good guy group, and it's like there's no way. There's just, and that's why I gotta lock in, because I know that every episode there's gonna be some 90
something.
It's gonna be some 180 that I'm gonna miss.
Like even on the episode that you're on for the dub, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but what happened to the one dude when he was like, okay, well, if you're dedicated to us, then prove it. Yeah. And he just like himself, but like I didn't see that coming. I was like, this is cute. And I was like, oh my God, okay.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. Like, yeah, so that one is one I always recommend, that one, especially because it's shorter. So I think people are guessing that next season is gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, it's a pretty short series. I think it's only like 12 volumes, maybe 13.
Yeah, so I mean, so it's short enough to where it's like, just watch it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to string you along forever and ever and ever as you wait for more seasons. Like, and it's so good. And the colors.
Oh my God.
The colors in that show. The artwork.
Yes.
I could go on.
It's a beautifully done show. Even the intro animation is beautifully done.
Yeah. Everything about it. The character designs. And then, of course, ultimate wife guy. Abimaru. Yeah. I love me a wife. I love me a white-haired wife guy.
Nicole.
Yeah. He and it's crazy because that's literally his drive. Oh, okay. He's the driving force. He's the driving force.
Yeah.
Like that's his driving force, and that's extremely commendable. Like, and I like. Oh wait, did you get to that? No, you didn't get to that part yet. Never mind. I'm not going to say anything. Because
I know what you're about to say.
Yeah, but wasn't it like that was so earmuffs. When he was like,
these earmuffs don't actually work.
I know. well, he was a very sweet guy when he said what he said, and I was like, damn, man, that's what we all want to like be as a man. I would love to like say the things that he said about my wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And I'll find out soon.
Yes, you will.
Well, hey, now I think we should talk a little bit about something that you and I, Jeff, got to see a bit of at New York Comic Con,
and that I've never seen ever in my life.
But you get to hear about it from me vicariously.
Yeah.
So Trigun Stargaze. How are we feeling?
So I'm surprised no one's talking about it.
I know.
I do. So we also saw Trigun Stampede together. And that was incredible. It was so beautiful, and it was so like amazingly done. And this Trigun Stampede is good, but I feel it's very lackluster to compare it to like Stampede, because I don't know, like it just hasn't pulled me in the way that Stampede did. So Stargaze, when they introduced this character that was not in Stampede but was in the original Trigun, everyone freaked out. I freaked out because I love this character. But even now, I'm just kind of like, I think I'm 5 or 6 episodes in, and I feel like I'm just kind of like there. Nothing's really like pulling me in. I just kind of want to know what is happening. And I know that it has to do more with the manga, which I never read, but I don't know. I feel like it's not letting me down. I'm gonna see where it goes, but it's not one of those things where I'm like, oh crap, it's today. I gotta watch it.
Mm-hmm. That's for me. Like, I'm not an OG Trigun person or a manga person. Like, I just stumbled across Stampede and I was like, hey, this looks cool. You know, something like a quick watch that looks interesting. I'm interested in the character design. I thought it was fun watching something with 3D CG that I actually enjoyed because I usually don't like 3D CGI, 3D CG style animation. But this season hasn't really hooked me yet. I will say that I have deep-seated hatred for jazz music and saxophones. Like I it's personal. Like, I just, the sound of a saxophone is triggering to me. I would love to never hear jazz music again in my life. So when
You do know that one of the characters has a saxophone, right?
That's why she's saying it.
So in that episode,
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure.
and I heard, and I saw this man pull out a saxophone, and I said, no, 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 no. And then we went into a whole, and so that was interesting. But I am enjoying all the Wolfwood bits, particularly Wolfwood's intro this season.
Yeah.
Well, since it was early in the season, I feel like this isn't a spoiler to say getting hit by a car and
Yeah, that was very funny.
that was fantastic. But yeah, I don't know, it's good, but I'm not gunning for, you know, every episode the second that it drops. But I do want to know where.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I'll watch it because it's there, and I think I'm 2 episodes behind now, but I'm just like, whatever. I'll catch up to it whenever.
Mhm.
But when Stampede came out, I was like, oh my god, I gotta watch this because I am an OG Trigun fan. I grew up on it. It was incredible, but agreed. It's like, no, this isn't. It's just not hooking me the way that I feel like it should.
Mhm. Yeah. So I think one other thing that I am watching right now is season 2 of My Hero Academia Vigilantes. I will say that I know that some people love Vigilantes. It's cool. The original My Hero is one of my favorite series of all time. So Vigilantes is just like, it's cool. It's there. I am really here for season 2 for the flashbacks to young Aizawa, which we're getting into in these recent episodes. I'm having a great time with that. I wish that we could have a whole series of that, perhaps. But it's cool. It's good. And I know, Jeff, you said
I
read, right? You've read
I
some?
read up until volume 6, and then and there's only like 15 volumes, and I'm probably gonna go back and read it. But I liked it. I didn't dislike it, right? I like that it was before the current My Hero. I like that the like Aizawa shows up and all of these like other heroes from this show up. But I agree, it's fun. I don't dislike it, but it doesn't have the same, I guess, feel that that My Hero has. So Vigilantes to me is more of like um I feel like it's more kid-ish.
Yeah. Yep.
Than
I agree.
And I know that there are darker themes in this as well, and like I know there are themes, but it doesn't hit the way that like My Hero Academia does, because that has like it starts off very kiddish, but it quickly gets like a lot more mature. Where this one has more of like a jovial feel to it instead of like something serious.
Yeah, I mean, we've literally got like comic splash moments.
Yeah.
So, which kind of adds to that, which is fine, but you know, it's good. It's there, but I'm not jumping.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
quickly.
dislike it, but yeah, exactly.
I dropped My Hero Academia.
I understand why. A lot of people do, and I get why they do, because they don't like the trope of, you know, the crybaby is a lot sometimes, and he's kind of whiny, but
I dropped it.
I know a lot of
Tell it to his
wow.
face. Say it to his face.
I just did.
Right to his face.
No, to
You,
Bakugo.
bitch.
I can see that. I can see that.
I've heard he has a good character arc and that he gets better.
Listen, it's a
No,
valid opinion. I'll let you have it.
It
I
is. It is
understand.
100%.
But I found
It,
him inseparable.
I agree. He is very insufferable. However, a lot of people are correct, right? His character growth, his entire, it's not even an arc. His whole character growth and his character development is very, very top tier. There was one, like, he never changes who he is. He's constantly himself, loud, obnoxious, like insufferable. But the way that he grows as a character, it's just like, you don't, it's very subtle. But like towards like the middle, what season was it where they had those exams where they had to go up against one another? I feel like that was what, season five maybe,
somewhere in there,
something like that. That, like, that's what the big notice that you have, right? Because all his growth has been, it's just very, very subtle. It's very like, whatever, like, it's not a big deal. But then in that season, when this one scene happens, you're just like, oh my god, like, wow, this is really still him, but different. And it just continues to happen like that. And then towards like at the end of the series, you're just like, wow, like, this dude is still insufferable, but still awesome.
Exactly.
That's how I feel about Suki in HAIKYU.
I love, well, okay.
You would.
I like Suki. No, okay, listen. I like Suki when he goes, when you know, like, he blocks that.
Yeah, that's when I started to not be a full Suki hater. Because before I was like, he's so mean, he's so rude for no reason to my tiny son, Hinata, and he needs to stop. And then, but when he starts, like, I was like, all right. And now, you know, at the end of season 4 and into Dumpster Battle, I'm happy for him when he does.
Yes, like, I agree with you. He's not my favorite.
No.
He's not my favorite by any means.
But I'm happy for him.
Yeah, when he does something good, I'm like, all right, boy, good job, well done.
Good for him, but I would still maybe purposely spike a volleyball in his face.
Yeah, like, maybe I'd hide his glasses if he left them out, but like, just as a little hee.
All right, so I think to wrap up, we should all kind of touch on some things that we're excited about coming up.
Spring is approaching.
It is. Oh my gosh, the snow's gonna melt. The sun's gonna come out.
That's funny because there's gonna be a blizzard tomorrow.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm stuck up here an extra day.
Oh no.
We're stranded together. I guess that means that we're gonna have a lot of shows to binge. So it's a little bit off. It's in May we are going to get the final little piece of My Hero Academia, adapting that final little bit of the last chapter, which I'm very excited for. See a little bit more of the time skip. Yeah, I can't wait for that. You guys?
I'm excited for Dr. Stone. It's the 3rd part of the final season. They kind of did the AOT route, where it's the final season forever.
Yeah.
But I love Dr. Stone. It's one of the series that, like, I just binged. I think after the first season, I just read and read and read, and it's so good in a, like, different kind of way. The science actually tracks, and I'm just really excited to see how they wrap everything up, because there is still kind of a lot that they have to do.
You're bursting at the seams.
I'm bursting at the seams. It's time. It's time. April 6th. It just got announced. Witch Hat Atelier.
This isn't an ad.
Finally here. It is an ad. I'm not being paid, but it is.
Sponsor her.
It's please. This is my favorite series of all time. This is my favorite series between what I've read, what I've watched. It is my favorite series of all time, and I can't believe after years of being pulled along and teased, It's finally coming. You know, we saw the first like teaser for this. Back in I think 2023 was when it was either 2023 or 2024. I think it was 2023 where we got the first teaser at New York Comic Con at the Crunchyroll Industry panel for
Oh,
this anime. And then it just kept getting delayed. Like last year, or we were told that it was coming out 2025, and then 2020 or 20. So yeah, 2024 we were told 2025, and then 2025 came and went, and there was not a whisper of anything about. It's like it was forgotten almost. And then yeah, finally it's coming up. It's confirmed. There's a date. It has trailers. It has voice actors, and I just can't wait.
I don't think you said what it was.
What? Yeah, I did.
What
Which had to tell
You
you.
did.
Which yeah, I said
did
at the
you?
beginning. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like on the edge of my seat. I was like, did she say it?
What
Did
is
she
it?
not say it?
It's Witch Hat Atelier.
It's this.
Hashtag ad.
Hashtag ad. Hashtag sponsor me.
Sponsor me, Kondansha, please.
Yes, please. I don't care anything. Just get it in there. Get me in there. Yeah, but it's time for Witch Hat Atelier for Keyfree and Coco. And all the magic of that world. One of the best. Going back to like Frey, I do kind of compare the vibe of this show to Frieren. The vibe of the story.
Really?
I do.
So
It
yeah, I've only read the second volume.
it's I
I,
mean not so much in like story, but definitely in like whimsy and in this is also a series that is heavily into the relationships of its characters being its driving force more than anything. Um,
okay.
and it definitely becomes more apparent deeper into the series than the beginning, because there's a lot of lore building obviously for this world, but it does become extremely um it's very much focused on the relationship of its characters and what that does, whether it's good or bad. um it's gotten a lot more complex. I'm caught up on the manga, and the last I it's obviously this won't be animated this season, but what happened at the end of the last manga chapter was crazy.
Sponsor her.
Sponsor me. I cosplay as hit, like, let's go. Send me a free poster, like I'll take anything. um and then obviously one of the characters looks just like you, Jeff.
Yeah, which is wild.
Yeah.
Get
And
on my
he's
cosplay.
he's a great character. And
Yeah,
you know what? He's voiced by Gojo's Japanese
oh.
Seiyu. Yeah.
So does he have a scene that the heathens are going to like go bananas about?
Yeah.
Probably. Let's be serious.
Yeah.
Do we know what studio is animating it?
Bug Studio? Bug Studio? People, I think it's the folks who did Zom 100.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Which? Yeah, Bug Films.
Bug Films, yeah.
Sick. They
Yeah.
did a good job on Zom 100.
Yeah, I mean, we were all a little nervous because, like, as I'm sure as you've seen in the manga, it has a lot of like fine line. The art's
Yeah, yeah.
very what's the word? Complex or whatever.
Intricate.
Intricate, that's what I'm looking for. And I was actually really excited. They had in the newest trailer that just came out yesterday, they had a scene of like a close up of Keyfree, and he had all the like fine lines in his hair. And I was thrilled, because those are things you can get rid of in an anime, right? Like it's not as important,
Yeah.
but the fact that they had that detail in there makes me really excited that they're going to maintain that kind of look to the series in general, because it's a very distinct look to me, that art and
Yeah.
that.
I have yet to watch the trailer. I purposely haven't watched it because I was out of town and I wanted to come home today and like do a video reaction to it.
As you should. It's perfect. I was really excited. Not that I haven't been excited for everyone, but this one was like, I think this was the first one we heard the characters like voices. And so I was really nervous about like who they were, because all the characters, there's just like a voice I have for them in my head, and everybody matched perfectly, and I couldn't believe it.
I mean yeah, because we all have voices in our head of like what they would sound like, and if
Yeah,
they match what you think, then that's the goal.
yeah. But I'm so excited, and I can't believe it's time.
Finally.
I can't believe. So,
Cool.
all right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, and we'll come
Thank you
back.
so much for having me.
Come back with an episode all about the best anime of all time.
Definitely top 5.
Definitely top 5. It's not my number 1 either. It's done my top 5 though.
My number 1.
Yeah.
HAIKYU.
Yeah.
About the Valley Boys.
Talk about those Volley Boys. How?
Who would have gotten so obsessed with a volleyball anime? This guy.
Well, that's what is fun is that me and you were in the same boat when we started watching it. When we said, I don't want to watch that, I started watching it out of like pure rage.
She literally texted me and she said,
Yeah.
Well,
So I
guess
when I first started, and so I guess this will be our preview to HAIKYU episode that'll be out probably soonish because we're all so excited to do it. I started going to the gym and I was like on the treadmill and I was like, I need something to watch and I want something that's like long and that I won't really care about if I don't catch everything.
Absolutely.
And I said, that's going to be that. Yeah, it was. And I said, oh, that's going to be that volleyball anime.
The annoying show that Lindsay doesn't shut up about.
Yeah, I was like, oh, let me just watch it so then I can like talk to her about it a little bit and know what she's talking about. So I put it on while I was on the treadmill, and at the time, Crunchyroll only had it subbed. So I was like, oh, this is whatever. And that day, I made it through like 2 episodes, and I was like, this is one of the best things I've ever watched.
You were like ready to die for Hinata.
I was ready, and I still will die for Hinata, 100%. But yeah,
mine was the opposite, actually.
You didn't start watching it out of rage?
No, I started watching it because it was 3 friends of mine pushed me to watch it, and because I'm like a Jehovah's Witness of for the One Piece community, I was like, all right, I'll watch it if you watch One Piece, and they were like, fine.
I don't know.
That's not a fair trade.
Fair trade. That's a lot of episodes.
Listen,
that's a lot of episodes.
Listen.
That is.
Well, listen, we could do a One Piece episode because I could go off for days.
I've never seen it,
but
not a single episode.
I started,
and you know what? You know that great. That's better than not. Than I want.
And it's your fault. It's your fault. I started reading it.
That's true.
See, I told you.
You are a propaganda machine.
You are.
You're a walking ad for
sponsor me, people. Sponsor me.
All right, ready. We got. And you know what? She's a walking ad for HAIKYU. So we all got our sponsor.
So yeah, but so like they were like, okay, we'll and I always tell people the same thing. Watch 66 episodes of One Piece. If you don't like it, you don't have to keep watching, right? But people usually get hooked by then. And I how many episodes are there of HAIKYU?
How many are there? Over 100.
There's like 56, I think. No. Oh yeah.
No, there's no more than 56.
10, 24, 48, 58. There's about 80 something, I think. And then
I'm gonna say 92.
I'm not even gonna try to guess because
that's my guess. 92.
Okay.
How many episodes are there?
I'm gonna say 80, 88.
89.
89.
Actually, does that count it? Well, it depends. It depends on if it counted it right.
It's AI. It's not accurate.
It's AI.
AI.
So yeah, I was like, my issue was I forced myself to watch it because I promised them that I would watch it because I wanted people to jump on the One Piece bandwagon. So I started watching it and it didn't really like grip me, right? It didn't like really pull me in. And then I met Nishinoya and then I was like, okay, he's kind of cool, right? But it didn't really pull me in until like that first match that they had, like when it was the 3-on-3. I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting. And before I knew it, I was like, this shit is really good. And
then you fell for
it took off from there.
Your favorite, you were You were wooed by the
Don't we can't
greatness.
bring that up now. Save it. We have
That's true. Sorry.
Yeah, you have to say that because I'll go off on a whole tirade about that.
We'll do that later.
Well,
And how Jeff and I are mortal enemies.
meet us back here for what's not the dumpster battle.
It kind of is.
The trash battle.
Yeah, we'll have to come up with a name for it.
Trash fight.
The OldTaku battle.
The trash fight, yes.
All right. Well, we appreciate you. We very much enjoy you and your presence in the anime community. You're just such
Thank
a
you. I appreciate
positive.
you too very much.
We're such a positive force in our little bubble here, and yeah.
If you're watching
you.
this and you have not seen Jeff's videos,
Please
check them out.
Yeah,
He is hilarious. He's great.
he's wonderful.
Check him out. Watch his content.
I'm none of those things. I'm just a guy, but thank you. I really appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
saying
no, it's for real. Don't listen to him. Everything he puts out is great and wholesome, and yeah, I can't wait to see you at a con. But I think we'll likely do trash battle first.
Yeah, absolutely. No question. This
Yeah.
trash battle is happening.
It's just happening. Okay, awesome. Well,
Till next time.
till next time. Bye. Thank you so much.